Hello. I already got us here. I hope y'all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for this moment, for this time, for this journey, and for your life. So I'm going to get into the message about, why I started, using these cards, why I even, and kind of why I even started the channel. I kind of explained it before. I haven't went in full detail. I'm going to make an actual video for that. And this story is not super extravagant. It's no big, enormous story, and it's really kind of simple. So I know that throughout my journey, I've always I not only tell y'all to ask the questions, set your intentions, ask the questions, sit still, meditate, journal and stuff like that. I not only have told y'all to do that, but I had to do that as well, and I still do. And I'm a person that really likes truth. I like wisdom. I like to gain insight on the things that is needed for me in my life, so that I can add to my aura, to my energy, And so I just remember asking the question, I know that there's certain beliefs that I don't believe anymore, and I know that there's beliefs that I do believe, and I know that I was asking the divine for the truth of it, the wisdom of it, because I would see something going away. I'm just like, that doesn't add up with the person who I am to this day. Or even when I've asked the question, like, this don't add up to who you say I am, divine. We supposed to, know that we are worthy. We're unconditional love, that we are love. The stuff that I'm hearing, the words that are being used today, divine, they don't add up with what I feel. Who I know I am, and who you say I am. They're not adding up. So, as I went within and continued to ask the questions, and ask for the true guidance, the divine guided me to different areas, to different information. I was guided to different information, and by me, just being an observer and a person that didn't judge, I was able to gain wisdom through the very things that people that the world may look down on, frown upon, and you'll be surprised by the very things that are frowned upon has the most wisdom and truth in it, especially when you're able to know true discernment and have and to listen and to have an open heart and be the observer and be open to truth. You will gain so much within it. And so I remember the divine had led me to I was just on YouTube one day, and there was this YouTuber, I'm not gonna say her YouTuber, but the name was Magnetize Yourself. I remember that coming up, and I just so happened to click on it, and I just was amazed by how the things that I was asking, some of the things that she was answering as well. She was answering a lot of it, and I was just surprised of how divinely guided I was to that, and how it was able to play to be a help in my journey, and I'm grateful. I'm super grateful. She just so happened to comment on my channel, and I do not know how she find me, especially I'm like, it's 8 billion people in the world. Not all 8 billion have a YouTube, but it's just like, how did you find me? I think about it, I'm like, whoa, the very person that helped me, help me in the area that I needed. This very person has commented. I'm like, how do you even find me out of all these people? So I just thought that was beautiful, and I'm super grateful if you are listening, or if you, for those who are on, there's different journeys and there's different things that is spoken, and her voice is beautiful. It's so reassuring, it's so soft, it's so absorbing, and if you're needing that, if you're needing someone who is not jumping down your throat, but it's really I'm not gonna say that it's really do I want to say tapped in, that is really using their gift in a way that is enlightening. That is very much a person that a channel that I would recommend. It's called Magnetize Yourself, and I am just so grateful to have been a part of the energy. And if the divine is leading you, if the divine leads you there, may you be able to absorb that energy as well. I think that is very much beautiful. Also, just by me knowing that there were cards, that she used cards for her messages, that just, it kind of, I'm like, what are the cards? And I just remember asking the question, I'm like, what are the cards used for? Not once again, not judging it or anything, just like, I never seen this before, just never seeing it. So it's funny because like I had saw a video of Janae Aiko. I'm not sure if y'all know of her. She's a singer. Most people know her, but some people may not know. But I remember watching, I'm not sure if Vogue did this video or not, but I do know that she was she, how they go around the house and you get to see how they live or whatever. That's the type of video that I saw. And I saw her towards the end talking about how she does oracle decks and oracle readings on herself, or and she was talking about that she does it with her friends as well. She do some readings. I don't know if she said friends or if she does readings with others as well. And I'm just like, this is this is adding up. And I'm like, this explains this card thing. And so I'm like, because I've always loved Janae energy, and I'm like, she doesn't, just like I said, just as much as I was saying about how what's frowned upon can very much be have wisdom and truth in it. And I'm like, if this was so how people perceived it, how can a beautiful soul like this with an energy like this do the same thing? This is my way of thinking. I am not telling you to think like that, and I'm not trying to steer you. Once again, I am only here to be to be a guide, and whatever beliefs that you have, I'm not here to take away. I'm only here to add. I do believe by you going within, as I speak on within my messages, by you going within and you finding that inner healing and you listening to divine, I believe that what needs to be taken out will be taken out, removed, and I believe that what needs to come. And that is not through me. That is not through me going down your throat trying to tell you what you need to be doing. I know that really when you really listen to the divine and really do that inner healing, I am confident enough to know that you will bring what needs to, receive what needs to be received and remove what needs to be removed. So Once again, I'm not here wanting to steer you. I'm telling you about my experience. And my experience isn't up for debate. My experience isn't up for debate. I just know that there are people out there that, maybe feeling the same way, maybe want to do the same thing, maybe want to have a different perspective and insight on it. Hey, I'm telling you all mine from a pure stance, a way of how I think, and if it's able to be a help, I'm here. I think I believe that, it's a beautiful thing. And please, like I've always said, please always use true discernment within anything you hear, and ask the divine, if it's for you, but yeah, like I was saying about Janae, I just noticed how, I'm like, this is something that is very frowned upon, and I'm like, why is it so frowned upon when even the voices I hear, the energies these people are perceiving, it does not sound, and even if it is, other stuff going on with it, that's not my truth. That's not what I asked for. So you get what I'm saying? So, and that's none of my business. So when you are able to remove all that does not serve you, that's what I'm talking about. You will hear and you will be able to discern what is for you. So there may be other things going on with it, just like with every other thing. Remember, I was telling you about the fork, in the roads. There may be other things going on with this, but I know where my mind is. I know where my heart is. I know where my beliefs stay, and I know how this has been a help and a guidance for me. So I'm gonna continue on. So one day I was like, I'm like, I'm gonna get me one. And so I went to Barnes & Noble, stepped into Barnes & Noble. I went to the part where, what part is that of the store? Is it personal growth? It's close to there. It's somewhere close there. And so I just asked the divine to guide me to what was true to me. I had 2 decks in my hand. True story. 2 decks in my hand, and this woman, she walked up and she was shocked. She was like, I was like, what's wrong? She was like, I'm not used to seeing no one over here. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, normally I'm the only one over here. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And so I had both of the decks in my hand. I said, which one is me? No, I did not say that. I said, which one do you think? She said, that one. She said, that one's you. I said, yeah, this is me. I was like, you're right. I said, thank you. She was like, you're welcome. And I just walked off. I bought it. Loved it. Every time I really get deep into when I'm going through these cards, I'm like, I'm so grateful for that moment. That was a divine moment. I was divinely guided there, and I'm super grateful for her, maybe I would have picked that deck on my own, but just for her to have, just for that whole setup, I think is beautiful. And so, I meditated right before I would do these, and I would meditate after, and I just loved how it was so reassuring for me, the words. And I'm like, most of these things that this is saying, this is stuff that I had to find out on my own through my isolation. And I was like, this is just summing it up. I'm like, these words and the word itself, and then the caption, the definition or the script that are written with it. I'm like, it just adds everything up for me. It makes me feel, so much better. And it's not that it's just a word, but it's the whole setup. It's the concept of it. So it's the concept of, me being divinely guided in each and every one of these areas that made this whole concept of it, which made it so beautiful for me. So when you go back to the magnetize yourself, then Janae Aiko, and then, going to the Barnes and Noble store, then the lady, and then, I'm already have went through this within my journey, but it's every word is summing up of what I've already had to accomplish, or what I'm needing to really let go, to grieve, or to guide, or know my worth about, and to get in the art of receiving, and, having outrageous openness. I just believe that was just for me. And that's what I'm telling you about for your journey. When you're asking the questions, and when you ask the divine to divinely lead you, guide you, you have this formula that's yours that cannot be, first of all, replicated. It's not even about replication, but is that a word? Replication. It's not even about being replicated. It's about just, it can't even be touched, because this is truly you. This was truly set up for you. So this is why I actually, and you can hear it through the messages. This is no, like I said before, no bluff. This is not just fluff. You can hear me really speaking through these messages, through the divine, through these cards. You can really hear the experience through my messages, through the cards. And I'm just grateful for how they were able to attract to me like that. And I knew that, and I was like, okay. And because I had already known I was supposed to speak. I had already known that I had messages that needed to be heard, right? But I did not know how I was going to go about it. I do know that when I wanted to go about it, I still had that spiritual ego on me. I do remember that. And remember, if you go back to many videos before, I said I chose the route of prolonging it, because I knew I did not want to step out with all this intelligence I had gained with a spiritual ego. So I decided to stay in it longer. And for me, I'm grateful that I was able to stay in it longer, because it had led me to this deck. And it had led me to that compassion. See, I was already growing with compassion before, but when I was attracted to this deck, and when I got aligned to this deck, it was able to help me even release and let go and purify and energetic clearing. Things I was already doing, but when I just saw it, it was something that this was divinely guided. I'm going to just say that. And as you go within and ask the true questions, and ask for discernment and the wisdom and the truth that is for you, the divine will lead you in the same way. The divine will lead you to your truth in the way that is for you. This may be frowned upon for most, but please, I ask you, what have I said that has not helped someone? Listen, it don't have to be everyone's truth. My channel, listen, I say my experience not up for debate, my life isn't up for debate, and my channel isn't up for debate. I set the intention, and I detached, and I let go, and it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and that is what I'm going to stay, and I'm going to have that confidence with. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down with the divine about it, because I've seen what it's done so far. So that's what you got to do as well. For those who are wanting to start whatever, or if you're in this journey, if you want to start and be creative in your unique way, please do it in the way that is true to you, and stand 10 toes down about it, and don't let up by any means necessary. Because what has the divine shown you? I just shown you how this whole thing was divinely guided. That can't. It's and I know you're like. I ask that you trust this time for you within your life, and this is for those who are in isolation. This is for those who are really wanting to step out and be unique, finding that unique. I would have never thought I'd be I would have never thought I'd be here, honestly, not like this. No. No, no, no. I know. I wouldn't have. But I'm grateful for it. I'm super, super grateful for it. And that's why I always say, please get in your business and your business only. Do not believe. I ask that you don't look from the left or to your right. It's a time to go within. It's a time to seek the divine intelligence within. To gain that truth, to gain that unconditional love. Not to even gain, to unlock it. There's some things that need unlocking in you so that you can step out and be that extraordinary, unique you. The divine is wanting you to believe in you. So don't play about you in this time. Because the divine is not playing about. The divine has never played about you. Now it's time for you not to play about you. Now it's time for you not to play about you. About who you are. About your creative side. About your unique side. About even your flaws. Even the things that you may think that is flaws. The divine, first of all, think is beautiful. But even within these flaws, you can find strengths. You can find wisdom. Even within this obstacle, there's wisdom in these obstacles. There's so much wisdom in these obstacles. If I would have stepped out on that spiritual ego, I would not be here. I wouldn't fit that. I don't believe I would be here and sounding like this. This is a beautiful time. And I just ask that we are all able to see wherever we are in our lives just how beautiful it is. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just ask that you hear the stories. Hear the experience. I'm guiding you from experience. I'm speaking on experience. Anything else is none of my business. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that this message, that you were able to resonate with this message. May you always listen with a discerning ear. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.